Hi, my name is Ben Victorica, and today I'm recording a video on how to sell NSi Mobile. The reason we should be selling NSi Mobile is that the workplace is going mobile and there's a transformation. There's 7 billion mobile devices throughout the world. In the US, there's more mobile devices than there are workers, and 75% of workers have a mobile device. 92% of companies are allowing their employees to bring devices to work. The millennials have grown up with tablets and smartphones, and it's going to be their preferred way to work. In fact, 24% of people in the US use tablets as their primary PC at work. So it's the iWorkers that want to use this type of technology because they want to be mobile and because they want to be paperless. As we've been talking to companies about their work environment and encouraging them to use a smart MFP to transform their manual processes into digital ones, we now have the ability to extend all of those workflows, print, fax, capture, etc., to their mobile device. It's an extension and a unified platform. So on the left-hand side, if a worker had a piece of paper, they could walk up to the MFP, create their workflow from there. But what if they're out in the field or away from the office? They could do the same workflow from their smartphone or tablet. So allow me to illustrate with an example in healthcare. What if a nurse or a clinician needed to fill out this form to do a domestic consent for telehealth? And what if they needed to also add pictures to that form? Both of these things combined are very manual and take a lot of time. To create pictures and add that information, including just routing it to an electronic health record, takes 29 steps. What if we could accomplish both things in just 4 steps? What if Maria Garcia here had Lyme disease? Using their NSi mobile app and their smartphone or tablet, they could authenticate, and in 1 step they could read Maria's barcode. It would do a database call and bring back that it's Maria. In the second step here, they could put in the description of the problem, which could be Lyme disease. Then they select the draw signature and draw their signature. At that point, they can take a picture, and in 4 steps, everything's been completed. Now we have all of the information. The document's been filled out, been put into the electronic health record. We have the patient, we have the metadata like time and date, we have geolocation, we have the diagnosis, we have the pictures, we have the signature. So the NSi mobile app has provided for a fast and secure mechanism that saves time, is very secure, it's less complex for the user. We consolidated a bunch of steps and we were truly paperless. When we submitted that file, it's been sent via secure socket layer encryption. We overlaid the information onto the form. We dropped the file into a file share or document management system. We can then put all of the metadata into a database so that they have an audit trail. We can encrypt the file, and we can even send the patient a copy of the file encrypted. All that was just at the push of a button. So the NSi mobile app, part of the Notable Solutions platform, it works with any iOS device or any Android device. It's feature rich. It allows for capturing unique forms of metadata like signature, reading barcodes, and geolocation. And then we can route this metadata and information to any place that AutoStore can route a file, and it can also be used for mobile printing. So as I go through this presentation, I'm going to focus on 5 areas. The NSi mobile app allows for capturing information, filling out electronic forms, mobile printing, secure access, and mobility integration. You've all seen this expression before: genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. What I want you to take away from this presentation is that you can now create apps for your customer so that they can run their business more efficiently and paperless, and change this whole paradigm where it's 1% inspiration and 1% perspiration, all built into AutoStore, and you build your own workflow, which means you can build your own app. And using this, you can solve business problems. Like, what about claims processing? Another manual process that involves pictures and forms, etc. You can convert that whole process into a few steps. You have a claim, you take a picture, you fill out metadata, you select the location of vehicle button. It has geolocation built in. You have the adjuster signature. I was showing that earlier. Now you have all of this metadata. You can fill out insurance claims form. And this is all sent securely like I showed you earlier. What about secure file access? We've created something called My Files, where the user, before leaving the field location, can see that the file has been sent completed properly. So you can browse network folders, home directories, and SharePoint from the mobile device. So just like you were at your desk, you could browse folders, browsing a network share and looking for information, or in SharePoint. We also provide for integration. Any file that they have in their mobile device already can be submitted into a workflow. A simple thing would be if you had an email. What if Jane Smith sent an email to John Doe? John Doe can look at that email, can select the file and open with NSi Mobile, and then route that lab report into a workflow. What if that workflow was adding a signature to a document? Instead of chasing doctors for a signature, the HIM department could send the doctor an email and say, please review this and sign. So that leads into things like a delivery ticket or a work order that needs to be signed. Traditional process is manual and slow. You can convert that process where the form is filled out, but the customer is signing on a smartphone or tablet and overlaying that information onto the form. You could create an app for your customers for expense reporting. The customer could use NSi Mobile for printing, authenticate using cards or PIN codes, or authenticate using their NSi Mobile app and letting the server know where they are. So by reading the barcode, the server knows where they're standing. On their smartphone or tablet, it presents which file do they want to print. They select it and it prints while they're standing there. We also have the ability to provide mobile guest printing, where someone submits an email to an email address and it sends them back a PIN code that they can use that day or as long as the customer wants mobile guest printing enabled. So the NSi Mobile app is amazing because it provides for a great reduction in time, security, less complexity for the user, consolidated steps, and paperless. There's so many customers in all types of industries that could use this technology. How do we price it? How do we position it? Well, first of all, with each MFP license comes 3 free client licenses. After that, we sell it in 1 pack for 20 users, 10 pack for 200 users, and on up to units of 2,000 users. And as you can see here, there's an express version that for those customers that have express workflows, and then a workflow version that provides the connectors. What you see here are just the SKUs. Obviously, you need to add annual maintenance to those orders and professional service. And if you're trying to do the forms overlay, what I was showing earlier where we're taking that metadata and filling out forms, then there is a PS component, forms overlay component that needs to be added to the AutoStore server. Alright, well, thanks very much for watching this video. I have a couple other things that are linked to this video page. You'll see an nsimobile.com where you can sign up for a demo. There's 7 simple steps that you follow at that site, and that gives you the ability to demo the solution while you're in the field and show your customers how it can bring value to them and help you close business. Thanks again for watching this video. See the different resources that are on this site.